Hello, everybody. My name is Natalie Korev. I'm an instructor of Neurographica and in Neurographic Academy. And today we are talking with my student, one of our students, this is Julie. Hi, Julie. And Julie, thank you for agreeing to do this interview. You took a lot of courses with us, and we've known each other for some time. It's a long time. So when did you first discovered Neurographica?
I first found Neurographica towards the end of August of 2020. So it's been a little over a year now. And once I started, I couldn't stop.
You are very productive. How many drawings do you have so far?
Well, I was doing at least one a day, every day, from the time I started until April. And then since then, I've done a lot of things where I've done it every day too. So I don't know, it's got to be over, it's going to be at this point, probably more than 200 maybe.
Oh my God.
I mean, some of them are small. You can see some of the little ones in the background. When I do some of the challenges, I like right now is, November, I'm trying to do gratitude every day. So I use an index card, but I've even used tangling tiles, which are like 3.5 by 3.5. And I've even done a really tiny one on a 1.5 inch square tile.
Did
so
you?
that was...
Oh, okay. I haven't got that small. Never. Okay. So you're a real addict, right?
Yes. Yeah, I was going to take a break when we were done with the last class. I was going to take a break for a whole month, and I couldn't do it. I lasted maybe a few days, but I had a lot of stuff going on, but I still had to get back in and do it.
Good for you. I'm really happy, and I enjoy all of your drawings. They're very beautiful. Could you please introduce yourself and tell us about yourself and what did you do? What do you do, and what is your background?
Okay, well, what I do is kind of part of my whole Neurographica story. So I don't know if I can go ahead and kind of tell it all together.
Yes, please.
Or not, because since I started Neurographica, I've had a whole lot of changes in my life, and that was because of Neurographica, in my opinion. So when I started Neurographica, I was a high school teacher. I taught Spanish to high school students, and it was my 16th year of teaching, and it was getting so stressful. It was, they want you to do more and more with less and less. Discipline is crazy, and then with the whole online thing with COVID, it was just getting extremely difficult, extremely stressful, and it was affecting my health. So I was on a lot of blood pressure medication because my blood pressure was through the roof, and I didn't have medication for it, but I was very anxious all the time. I mean, I didn't want to get up and go to work every day. And I was doing work every day. I worked all day long, all night when I got home. During COVID, it was, you'd get on in the morning, and I'd have to make myself shut the computer down finally at like 11 o'clock at night, and I wouldn't be done with my work. And I really, really wanted to change that. And I really wanted something that was my own, something that's flexible. I can do anywhere. I love to travel. I haven't gotten to travel in a long time. I didn't have very much money because of a lot of things that had happened before that. And so I really wanted to change jobs into something I really love doing, that was independent. I was my own boss, and that was a flexible thing I could do anywhere. And so when I started drawing Neurographica, I started my basic course in October. I guess I started doing A lot of the videos in September. No, I guess that was a September. It was September, maybe. I can't. It was one in there anyway. But I started to draw with Neurographic Academy and you and Anna and doing the little challenges. And like I said, I started drawing it every day, and so I started focusing. All right, well, these are the things that I want to change. So let's draw about a new job that I like better, that is, you know, freedom. I've been wanting to move for a long time because I've been in the same place for a long time. My kids had moved away to college, and they weren't going to come back to my state. And you know, I was in a house by myself, so it was like a lot to take care of, and I didn't want to do that. So I put that all into my Neurographica drawing. And by October, a friend called me up and said, hey, if you want to stop working, you want to quit your job and start something new, you can come down here and I will support you while you get your business started. And
I'm having
yeah,
goosebumps. Wow.
and I said, well, I would tell anybody else, go for it, because obviously I'm not happy where I am. It's affecting my health. You know, it's a dream come true, and to have that support. And so I said, yeah, let me do it. He said, give me a little time because I have to give warning. You know, I don't want to leave just my students in my school in the middle of nowhere. So let me get through the semester. So I gave my notice for the end of the year, because we were a school that changed classes in the middle of the year, because it's a semester is a whole course. So I stopped there, and I said, well, maybe I'll do something. I practice Ho'oponopono. I'm an advanced practitioner. I have practiced Huna, which is a form of Hawaiian shamanism, for more than 30 years now. And I do Zentangle, and so I do another meditative art. And that's actually how I found Neurographica, was through the Zentangle people online. Somebody said, oh, look what I found. And I started looking it up, and they happened to luckily link us to Neurographic Academy, because I have taken classes with other people, very few, because it's like, nope, Neurographic Academy is it for me. I love you guys. I love the way you teach. I think you bring so much to what you're doing. I mean, just from so many other experiences and things like that. And you're so honest about everything and open, and it's just amazing. And so I said, well, maybe I'll start a meditative art and kind of a coaching with the shamanism and everything business. And I took the specialist course for Neurographica. At the time, it was mostly for me, because I just wanted to keep going, and I wanted to learn as much as I could about it. And I thought about, well, maybe I want to be an instructor in Neurographica, because I love it so much. And so that was my idea when I gave notice and about doing my business, because it's something I can do now. Everybody who's used to doing it online, I can teach it online, but I can also teach it in person. It's flexible. I can do it anywhere. And so I quit my job. I ended up moving to a whole different state. I sold my house for a while. It was kind of, things get pushed back with timing. And then when I moved, we weren't in the final place. So I did Neurographica to find the right place to live. And we found an apartment that we both loved, and everybody agreed on, you know. And so every little thing along the way was, I'm drawing Neurographica for this, and it worked out. And, you know, it was something that I never thought, well, how would I have the money to do this? I manifested the money for my Neurographica classes. You know, I never had that kind of extra money to spend on classes. And I was like, I really want to take all of the algorithms, but it was a lot of money to me. It was a whole lot of money to me. But from drawing Neurographica, you know, I did, okay, this challenge, I'm going to do money, give me some money, and money flow. And and the money came in, and I was able to take all of all the courses that I want to. I've taken all of them pretty much, except for a few of the little ones that were here and there, but I did all the algorithms. I did the basic, I did the specialist course, and the money manifested for me from that. And I even was able to do my CZT training for Zentangle, which I had never been able to do before because I didn't have the money. And the opportunity came up to do that this year. So I was super excited to do that, and it helped me with that too. So all in all, then, so the business didn't turn out to be the business that I had originally intended. When I moved here, my friend said, "Hey, a friend of mine told me about this course, and it's about options trading with the stock market. And let's do that and see how it goes," because he did really well with it. And I was like, oh my gosh, me in the stock market, I'm like not a financial person at all. I have no clue. I've never been good at it. I can't imagine doing this. But I said, okay, well, we'll do it. And so I started taking the course and doing it, and I absolutely love it. And I work in the morning mostly. And then I have the rest of the day to go out. I mean, now I'm in Florida. I can go out every day and swim. I go out to the wetlands and take photographs of wildlife. And, I have time for art. And so what I love about that is I can make money that way. I can do it from anywhere in the world. There's people all over the world in the course with me doing it. And it makes me excited to get up on Monday morning and go to work. I'm like, I don't want the weekend to come because I don't want the market to be closed. So I absolutely love it. And so then I can do the art as art, and I don't have to feel the pressure of, oh gosh, I have to make money with this. I do it because I want to do it. And like I have a lot of friends who were like, will you teach me how to do that? And so I'm not teaching Neurographica because I'm not an instructor. But I do teach them Zentangle, and and so I don't have to charge people for it, which I hate doing for art things because I just want to share it with everybody. And so it's made these huge changes in my life, and it's been amazing. There's still a lot of things to manifest, so that's why I said we're doing gratitude. Gratitude's always good for getting everything right. And that's why I love November. It's the grateful month.
Yes, Thanksgiving. What amazing story. Thank you for sharing. I did not know all the details. I knew you moved to Florida and were very happy there, but I didn't know all the details. But isn't it amazing how sometimes we don't know what is best for us, and even if we plan it, we don't know how to plan it. And but with Neurographica, you're just open to whatever comes, and everything's manifests very nicely. Congratulations.
Thank you.
What was your favorite course out of all courses that you took?
That's hard. I liked a lot of them. I think the last algorithm of goals, was that the goals?
The goals was before neurotiming.
Okay, yeah, the goals one, the one before the last. Then okay. That one, I mean, you can see a whole different. It's so different in my drawing. So my lines are like completely different in that one than they were in any of the other ones. And there's just like so much energy. And it was like, it's been so exciting to think, hey, this is what my goal is. And look at, like, I'm making this goal happen. And you can see it because there's like so much excitement in it. It's fantastic. So that was my favorite. I really liked that one a lot.
Good. Yes. No, all your drawings are fantastic, but I can see that you would like this one. Yes. Who do you think those classes are for? Like starting from the basic user, the specialist, and the algorithms, who would you recommend them for?
Personally, I would recommend them to everybody. I think there's that meditativeness to Neurographica. When I'm rounding lines, I can feel a difference in my body. So, everybody is stressed. And everybody has things that they want to change in their life. And so I see benefits for everybody, especially starting with a basic user course, because it is, you can do so much with it. Just with the basic user course, and getting started, and just those roundings and the and focusing. It also helps, you're focusing on what it is that you want to work on, which you don't do with other kinds of drawing. And it's not about the drawing. So you don't have to be an artist, and it's not something that you have to say, oh, I can't draw and this and that. A lot of people do that, and it's like, well, that doesn't matter, because that's not what this is about. The specialist course is a little different, and I mostly took it just for myself, like I said, because I was just wanted to know more. I wanted to learn more about it, and I have done it with some clients, and definitely, if you are any kind of coach, I would highly recommend that. In any kind of art therapist, just regular therapist, anybody in psychology and things like that, and the coaching, it's an amazing tool, because you can adjust it to whatever you do, and it brings a whole nother level to your work and what you're doing. And the changes, to see the changes in the people when you're working with them, and they have those little like aha moments, just from drawing. Yeah, sometimes there's some frustrations, and people getting mad at me because I was asking too many questions. But I could see even afterwards, how they progressed. And so I really recommend that, especially for coaching and therapists of any kind.
Perfect. Yes. So did you see your clients still having success even if they don't know how to draw or don't know anything about Neurographica?
Yes. One of the challenging ones I had was someone who was having a problem with calmness. and just chilling out kind of, and they were always very tense and worried about things and stuff like that. And so they didn't have exactly the patience. Sometimes it's hard when they're learning to round, and you're trying to explain things, and they might get confused, especially with some of the specialist things where you're doing a number of different things at a time, like a true, and they don't remember which thing was what, and they would get a little stressed sometimes. But by the end, say, hey, wait a minute, this and that, and I feel so much calmer every time I would have somebody, that person who was anxious and everything. By the time they were done rounding, they would be so much calmer, and they would actually say it, and they would notice it, and say, wow, I feel so different. And it's like, I haven't wanted to smoke. One person was a smoker. I haven't wanted to smoke. I haven't been coughing.
Fantastic.
And in fact, one of my clients was able to stop smoking.
Yay!
Yeah. And then I also had a client who needed to had cancer, and or has cancer, had to go through chemotherapy and things like that. And they were able to maintain this positive attitude from what they learned about how to handle their anxiety when we were doing our coaching. And so they've stayed very positive and very motivated through chemo. The symptoms were pretty mild, considering what that is. it's not completely gone, but the person has improved greatly since they started. And I've just noticed such an attitude shift in that person throughout the whole time. And so you really do see results, and they do last, and you can see them carry on even when you're not working with them anymore. So it's pretty miraculous.
Yes, amazing. Okay. So would you say Neurographica is easy to do, or was it, did you had any difficulties through those courses?
I had problems. I think the one I had the most difficultness with was timing. And mostly was that because I didn't have things that I wanted to put in the time, and I wasn't sure what to draw in it. That was the only one I really had that problem with. That, and as an artist who's also a perfectionist, Neurographic, where you have all these lines and you color this beautiful thing, and then you have to like draw these big thick lines over it and things like that. You kind of go, no, I don't want to ruin it. But when we did the what was the one where we had to draw stuff?
Neuro sketching.
The neuro sketching, that was difficult as well, because I'm very critical about my drawings, and that required drawing that was different besides between the lines and circles and shapes, where I was actually drawing things. That was tough for me, and trying to let go and just know, all right, it doesn't have to be perfect, it doesn't have to look like anything specific, it's the process, and just do it, and stop being critical, and I got through it. But that's why that one's not one of my favorites.
Yeah, that's a big breakthrough. Yes, so many people had such a big breakthrough in this course. Magnificent, wonderful, wonderful. So as at the end, the results that you are getting from Neurographica, how would you say that they're worth the price, the money that you paid?
Yeah, I couldn't put a price on how much it's done for me, and how it's changed my life, and how happy I am with the changes that have happened since I started doing Neurographica. It is totally worth it. And like I said, I was able to manifest the money. I mean, it just came out of nowhere, because I was like, I really want to take these classes. I really want to take these classes, and I want the money to do that. And it came. And so it was totally worth it, because it made the money for me. I mean, it got that money there so I could do it. It was time, that was 13 months that we did. Of course, I did all of them. You don't have to do all of them, but to do all the courses. In some of those had more homework than others, so it took a little longer sometimes. But it's totally worth it. Yes, but you could. To me, it's one of those things where priceless.
Thank you, thank you. A year of transformation. More than a year. And through those COVID years, exactly, you got there a little bit in the beginning. No, when we were already in COVID. So it's yeah.
Nat, so many people struggled with the lockdowns and things like that, and I was drawing in Neurographica, and I loved it. I was like, yay, I don't have to go anywhere. I can't go anywhere. Good, I can draw more. So I was actually happy. Everybody else was like, and I was like, yay, Neurographic, I can draw more Neurographica. Okay, what's next?
Yes. We had a good team with many people who did had fun during the COVID years, during the lockdown. So it was good, very good. Okay, wonderful, wonderful, very inspirational. Thank you so much for everything. I don't have any more questions, and thank you so much for giving your time. And again, I love your drawings. All of your drawings are so beautiful. Keep on drawing and keep on manifesting your wishes.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Like I said, I'll start or end where I started. I love Neurographic Academy. I love Nat. I love you, Nat. I love Anna. I think you guys are amazing. I think you, you know, the two of you together is just a perfect combination for me. And I wish you all the best, and I hope everybody comes and takes these courses. And I hope that there's going to be more that I can take. Of course, I probably will repeat some. I need to go back and start repeating now that I got through, because there's
Yes.
always more to learn. Each time, you know, you learn something different, and you do something new. And oh, now I have this knowledge. Let's do it with this knowledge and see how things change, right?
Yes, yes. The material is very deep, so definitely, if you were just drawing a class, but there were many different exercises that you can draw. So
Right.
thank you again, and thank you. And I'm gonna.
You're welcome, Nat.